Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. People, are you watching stock futures this morning? Higher again across the board. You know, once in a while I get it right, and we got it. I don't know another way to say this. If you've been following this blog, well, you got it. It's that simple here. Clearly, when people get afraid, they make bad decisions. And that's a shame because, as I have explained to you for a very long time, nobody has to lose here, okay? If you just focus on the right things and you know where to look, everything just becomes clear to you with regard to the market, because again, it's a freak show, and in general it's designed to keep people in some kind of state of confusion. But again, if you know where to look, opportunity is freaking everywhere, people. Let's talk more about that. So here's the talk, and this is no secret, at least I believe so. We're hearing more rumor that the Federal Reserve is not going to be as aggressive with rate hikes moving forward. We heard from what's his name, the freak Bostic, Fed President Bostic. Oh, maybe we're going to get 3 hikes this year. Do you remember how this started out? Oh, 5 and 4, and we're really going to combat inflation. We're going to do something about it. And now it's like, well, no. Understand what you're seeing. Number one is, and you know this as clear as anybody, the Fed has no intention at all, zero, on doing a damn thing about inflation. Their goal is to continue to inflate along with other central banks around the world. So the propaganda ministry, all they're feeding you is, again, buckets full of dog shit, trying to convince you that the Fed is actually going to do anything meaningful to stop inflation. They can't do it, nor do they want to. They have gone out of their way to create the inflationary environment we have here in the United States and around the world. This is what central banks have done. It's a deliberate act. And I'm still waiting for one of our loving, caring representatives to call the Fed to account. Won't happen. Even with insider trading, won't happen. Again, the Fed is the government. Everything else is just crap. It's the truth. I think you know that. So, as I said, we got stock futures higher across the board. Trading doesn't start for about 35 minutes. NASDAQ futures up more than the rest of the indices. Crude oil under some pressure here. WTI around $89 a barrel. Should pull back a lot more. Will it? Don't know. I will keep my eyes on this because you know my take, people. We're going to establish a new floor, and we are going much, much higher. And that's going to play right into, the over 6,000 products that are made with crude oil. I told all of you, from every direction you want to look, we have a tsunami, a super tsunami of inflation coming right at us. And if you think that's by accident too, you don't know what's going on. You don't understand the end game. You don't realize what central banks are determined to do. And they're unstoppable at this time. Central banks, none more so than the Fed, you know this better than anybody, this are the strongest institutions in the world. The Federal Reserve has the full military might and backing of the United States Armed Forces. That's a fact. Petrodollar, period, the end. That's how it works. The corporate agenda will be and is being fulfilled. Okay, small businesses getting wiped out. Corporations stronger than they've ever been. Big pharma, windfall profits off of the back of this scamdemic. Okay, and they're not done with that either. In case you don't know, it's all about control. Let us move forward here. So on the back of stock futures higher, we have this 10-year yield issue. Okay, is 1.94. Right now, the Dixie, or the relative strength of the dollar, is weaker. I told you, we don't want to see these things moving up together. Yesterday, this market, also another rally, shrugged off everything. It's shrugging off the rising 10-year yield, shrugging off round after round of bad economic news. And the driver here is, again, the understanding that the Fed will have the back of the market. The Fed is buying the market, okay? That's part of the run-up that we have seen. You're not allowed to know these things. Very few people understand that the Federal Reserve, the New York Fed, has a trading desk. And they use their trading desk to buy the market. Otherwise, why would they have a trading desk? I mean, it's a no-brainer here. You always hear about the plunge protection team. They will not allow the market to fall, okay? Once in a while, we're going to get a corrective phase like we just had. You know, everyone was freaking out. You don't know how bombarded I got with people putting me down, telling me how wrong I was, that this was it, and I'm steering my people wrong, and they're laughing, and now who's laughing? I am, okay? I have called this market correctly for a very long time. And like I always say, you want to bet against me on my Lions? Do so at your own peril. And that's a shame, again, because you're going to lose. You try betting against me, or you try betting against my Lions, well, you're going to get your face ripped off. That's the truth. And I don't want that to happen to anyone. We don't have to lose. We can all win. Let's move forward. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency is doing well right now. Bitcoin's still around 44,000, going much. And I can't stress this enough. Much higher. Okay. Are we going to waver around a little bit? Is the crypto space volatile? Absolutely. But with regard to cryptocurrencies, we haven't even seen anything yet. Okay. You can remember I said that. Gold and silver right now relatively at the flat line, despite the fact that the relative strength of the dollar or the Dixie is lower. All right, but you know that's a rigged game. There's no more rigged part of the market than precious metals, but good. If we realize that, we all know who's doing it. You know it. I know it. Everybody who works on or off Wall Street knows it. The Commodities Exchange knows it. It's J.P. Morgan. And they will get caught again rigging not just the precious metals market, but everything. That's what they do. That's how these super banks make the money they do. This is how they can pay their CEOs millions and tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars in compensation. Because you see, the CEO is paid to sit back and just let it all happen. And they get rewarded for that to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. But that's just the new world order. That's the new economy. I want you to understand, I made reference to the new economy yesterday. This is a new economy in many ways. It's a feudal system, feudal overlords, extreme haves, extreme have-nots. Everything I explained to you, what happened from a long time ago, has led to the new economy. And we're probably very close to the end of the global middle class, unfortunately. We see what's going on, consumer debt, household debt, credit card debt ballooning at a pace we've never seen before, along with debts and deficits. So look, if we have a handle, you and I, on what's going on, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to sit back and do nothing? No, we're going to act. Like I told you, this channel here is for winners. I don't want losers here. I don't want anyone here who is not going to contribute in a positive way. Here or in my free newsletter, you wouldn't believe the crap that I have to deal with on a daily basis. It's out of control. It really is. Yesterday, in my free newsletter, I had said the complaint desk was closed. I get so many complaints about my free newsletter. Oh, Greg, you put out too much material. Oh, Greg, this. Oh, Greg, that. It's free stuff. If you don't want it, you can unsubscribe. So I made a joke and a reference to the movie The Wolf of Wall Street when he goes, do you blank off? And I said, that was a question I wanted to ask those complainers. And people went crazy. I got called every name under the sun for posting a scene from a movie. Actually, it was just a little picture with "Do you blank off?" You wouldn't even believe it in your life what happened. I'm unsubscribing. You're unprofessional. You're this. Good, leave. How many times do I have to tell you? If you don't like being here, just go away. I don't care. I really don't know another way to put it. I don't care if you sub or you don't sub. Anyway, look, I got to get these people out of here. Once in a while, I gotta cull. I gotta get rid of the things that don't belong here. Like I said, this channel is for winners. You don't want to be here? Lose. You will lose. There's just no doubt about it. Go follow somebody else here who's kept you on the wrong side of this market for years instead of a guy who legitimately cares. A guy who legitimately has kept you all in the right spots for a very long time. And I won't let you down. All right? That means if I got to get rid of people by insulting them, I will certainly do that. I really have no problem with it. All right, look, or posting things that they should get a chuckle out of. I actually posted, warning adults only for those of you that subscribe to my newsletter, and I still got that. I tell you, there are some deranged people in this world, and they just don't have a freaking clue. And they're sheep, and they're going to get sheared by me, my lions, by my stackers, by those out here that are holding cryptocurrencies. We are invincible. That's it. I just really don't know another way to put it. All right, look, people, so that's the story. We have another rally here about to start in the stock market. The market is shrugging everything off here. This yellow flag issue, I don't know, man. The market just, like I said, nothing seems to be getting in its way, but we're going to keep our eye on it. Keep your eye on the 10-year yield. I will outline what's going on in the debt market for you. And maybe more importantly than that, follow the MMRI, people. It's a combination of the relative strength of the dollar and the 10-year yield. And there's a link to the MMRI, which is free for everyone to see right on my website, traderschoice.net. Also, today, if you go to my website, you will see Gregory Mannarino's top stock picks. Free for everybody. All right, look, like I said, the losers can leave out the back door. But the winners, you're all going to stick around because we got it. See you later.